Hey guys, welcome back. BDC Gear here. We're back with our weekly recap for the week of August 9th, 2018. And it's going to be our last weekly recap for 3 weeks, breaking the kind of premise of it, the title.
Yes.
But getting into this final week for us, but in no way final for Injustice. Week of
That's a
information.
funny way to put it. All right.
I don't know. We have Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, and that's a repeat for 1 week. And this is actually a great challenge, especially for beginning players, because there are no requirements on standard difficulty, and fewer fights, 9 fights each for each ladder.
Right. So to me, this is the way the challenge should be. Now, once you get to expert, you need to have Black Adam, Flash, and Raven. There's silver, bronze, and gold. I don't
Which is
even
still
care.
easy.
Yeah, it's not bad. And what it means is that even a starting player gets a chance to unlock it.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a gold challenge character, which is what Raven is.
Yeah, and if you're using the challenge reset, even a starting player has the chance to get as many copies as they have time for.
Right. And speaking of Harley Quinn, though, Suicide Squad Harley Quinn is one of the better ones. I mean, there are so many.
There's a lot.
She's got the additional option on Special 2 of giving power to her teammates. And, I should also mention that the prizes are better, too, for the challenge. So instead of bronze, credits, silver pack, and then Harley Quinn, you get a silver pack, a gear locker, a gold pack, and then Harley Quinn for completing 2, 3, 4, and 5 ladders, respectively. So way better challenge. This is how they should have done it all the time. And they did it special, I think, for Suicide Squad, and they just kept the same conditions for the repeat.
Yeah, so there we go. For multiplayer online, we have the Black Diamond, which becomes the Heart of Darkness.
Yeah, I like this gear. It's a great third gear for special specialists. The power gen is good, and maybe we'll talk about it in one of our MP fights video, but even when you've got Tantu Totem and Master's Death Cart, having power gen helps a little bit. Actually, it helps the most with Master's Death Cart. And it's you really see that when you're facing a power dampening team. So excellent gear. If you don't have it, you really should get it.
Yeah. In the store, we have the Apocalypse Darkseid Challenge Pack. And so we've done pack openings on the specific character challenge packs.
We've done it on Apocalypse Darkseid before, too.
Yeah.
When that pack came around the first couple times, actually.
Yeah, we can put a link to that in the description, maybe. And aside from now having a drop rate of 6.16%,
which is what it might have been, but the difference now is that we know it.
For sure. Yeah, there's nothing particularly special about it. There's not much of a point of getting it, in my opinion, even if you need Apocalypse Darkseid. Even if that's the only character you need in the pack, it's almost still not worth it.
It's not enough of a difference for 50,000 extra credits.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it. So that's like an extra 33% premium on the price of a 150k challenge pack.
We also have the Man of Steel pack, and that's a decent team. We did a demo of them again just a few months ago, so it's a decent team, and it's still
for the
relevant.
2 guys, you stick a third one for maybe a basic damage dealer, because you've got a good tank in Zod, and you've got a good special specialist in Superman. Decent pack. Although it's hard to justify now with how often the challenge gets repeated. I'd almost rather grind for the challenge characters and make up a team out of them.
Yeah.
But it's
at this point, it's a matter of personal preference, because grinding for the challenge characters is time spent playing, whereas doing the glitch is for credits right now is faster.
Yeah.
But it's you're not actually playing the same way.
I like the Superman, Man of Steel Superman, simply because it's so much fun doing the special, so that even when you're not getting it back for knocking somebody out, that there's a chance each time. I like being able to totally ride his specials like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there we go. And last but not least, for updates in the store, we have a cash pack for Teen Titans Raven. So maybe she's next week. Probably, we always say. And the pattern's been broken recently. So when we say probably, we really mean it. Before it was probably as in, there's a very small chance. And now it's probably as in, we don't really know exactly.
So Survivor's still broken on Android. And it's showing League of Assassins gear now. It's got a date again, and it doesn't really matter because it's still only giving out Suicide Squad companion gears.
Yeah. So it's what we thought. Doesn't matter. It's gonna keep shifting. It's gonna stay broken.
Yeah. So maybe the next update, which there's a good chance it's gonna land while we're gone.
Yeah. Moving on to the current glitches, just remember that every working glitch is explained in a video as part of the playlist that you can reach by clicking the I in the top right corner of this video. we're Android only, so we're only able to confirm these glitches for Android, and we're also able to not really provide any form of meaningful support to iOS users, except for stuff that we get a lot of comments on.
Yeah.
And so what that means is, if you're an iOS user, you can comment both for our benefit and for the benefit of other iOS users if you're able to help anybody out. You can ask questions if you have questions in the comments, and we won't be able to answer them, but ideally somebody will be able to.
And I guess if you're really desperate in an iOS, you can ask us, but it just means that our answers are not as qualified as they will be for Android.
Yeah. And we won't make something up if we don't know.
Yes.
So the glitch for unlimited multiplayer season rewards is still working.
And it's confirmed on both last season's Gingold Fruit and this season's Black Diamond.
Mm-hmm. The last time we had a glitch for unlimited multiplayer rewards, it lasted for 6 weeks after we posted the video. And we mentioned that. We've been mentioning that since the beginning. And this time, our video has been up for almost 8 weeks. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. The glitch to get season rewards early is still working. And again, we're still combining it with the unlimited season rewards confirmed on the current Black Diamond season. So if you're having trouble, just disconnect and reconnect to the internet twice before swiping out Injustice. And remember to always wait a second or two after you have confirmed that you're reconnected. And it isn't enough that the Wi-Fi icon just shows up as being lit. You want the exclamation mark to be gone too.
Yeah, you want the connected with internet, not the connected no internet option.
Yeah, because that's the risk of wrecking your account.
Yeah.
Warning for iOS users, we still don't recommend the method that others have been using to do the glitch on iOS because of the risk of losing progress. Mm-hmm. We talk about the reasons in more detail in the 5th of July 2018 recap, and you can check that out if you're interested in our discussion about that.
Yeah, and the reason why we still think it's okay for Android is it seems to be happening much more rarely on Android, and it seems like you can actually mitigate the risk even more to almost nothing.
Yeah, and we've added that to the description. It's basically that you need to wait long enough after you reconnect to the internet, and you'll avoid problems that way.
Yeah, and the problem with iOS is that you can't really mitigate risk. It just seems like there's a low but present risk anytime you're doing the glitch, no matter what, and there's nothing you can do.
The breakthrough glitch let you play it repeatedly, still working.
Mm-hmm.
And we've cut and pasted into the description a comment from a viewer who has a potential solution if you're having trouble. We're not having trouble, so we can't test the solution, but it's there for you to try if you want.
Yeah. Both challenge reset methods are working. Both the one that requires Google Play Cloud Save and the one that doesn't, which I think is the only way we can refer to them, because any combination of new or old will not actually be sufficient, because they're like the old new one that stopped working and then started working again, and the new old alternate
the
method.
Old, new,
like,
whatever. Yeah. At one point when there wasn't anything except for the one method, it lost its cachet of being the alternate method.
Yeah.
And now it is.
What was the artist formerly known as the alternate method? Like.
So yeah, the long way of saying that it works on Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. We've confirmed it.
2 of them do.
Yep. And even though it's more of a hassle to do the one that requires a cloud save, I still recommend that that's the method. If you can use it, to use that one, because it means that you have at least 2 backups, your WBID, your Google Cloud Save, and hopefully you also have a third method, which is what we say a lot about Helium and Titanium being great backup methods for Android.
Yeah. So there we go. The airplane mode / refund glitch is still working. That's good for packs with random drops. Last laugh tickets, basically anything where you're spending currency and not getting a guaranteed output.
Time shifting still works in Android for unlimited survivor play and energy recharges. Always, we remind you, turn your cooldown clock back to normal before you finish using it like that.
Mm-hmm. The free energy without having to watch the video probably still works if you still have the working button for free energy. And we're being wishy-washy because we don't have the working button for free energy, so we can't say for sure.
Yeah.
We have a good guess. Nobody's told us it stopped working, and we hope people would.
And I this is probably more than I've said before, but I'm absolutely certain it has to do with Android, because it doesn't matter what account we're in. It's the same thing. So it has something to do with how our Android is recognizing the advertising, but I just still haven't figured out a way to fix it.
Mm-hmm. And we've cut and pasted an iOS user's, Dragons952 to be exact, potential solution into the description if your free energy button is grayed out. We can't confirm its effectiveness, unfortunately, because it's iOS. Wish we could. That would be real great if it worked.
Yeah, no kidding.
the promotion glitch, where you can promote characters that are still locked, hasn't had the right conditions since update 2.14, but we're keeping it up there because it has not been confirmed to be patched yet.
Right.
And we've talked before about it, but basically, if it starts working, it's probably not going to be for long, and it's a valuable enough glitch that it's worth being either familiar with it or knowing where to find it, how to get familiar with it if it ever comes back.
Right. Okay, so a reminder, we're going on hiatus after Q&A episode 33, which we're planning for August the 14th. And that means there won't be a recap for the next 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So our next recap we're planning for the 30th of August. So we've got some content scheduled for while we're away. We're going to be posting or publishing them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is the same days as our Q&A and recap. So you're going to still, if you're desperate for content on those days because you're used to our routine, we'll still be there. We hope you enjoy watching those.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, if you can help each other out by posting in the comments during the next 2 weeks, which glitches are working, which ones aren't in this particular video, I'm sure everybody will appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, I should mention, even though we won't be filming, we absolutely for certain won't be filming, we may have internet access, so there's a chance that we'll see and maybe respond to comments. And like I said, our next recap video, the 30th of August, and if we get back soon enough, we might do the first episode of Season 5 on the Tuesday before that. But that's no guarantee. It'll depend on how things play out.
Of our Q&A and T.
Yeah. Or our Q and C and A and T.
Yeah. And we also have a Patreon. This might not be the best time just in relation to us leaving to mention it.
Right. Oh, can I say something too before you get into the Patreon though?
Yeah.
What I'm really hoping is that there is not going to be an update while we're away.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's happened before. That would really suck. Actually, it was the last time it happened was with Suicide Squad when they did the promo for it. So I hope this is not a sign of the fact that Suicide Squad Harley Quinn is back.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, but it becomes even more important if they do have an update to help each other out when it hits.
Yeah. So we have a Patreon, and if you want to support what we do with more than just reviews, click on our avatar at the bottom right corner at the end of the video, or go to patreon.com/BDCKR. And maybe, probably not, but maybe if while we're away, you notice that you miss our content, and you say, hey, I like these guys. Maybe I should toss a couple bucks their way. Hold on to that thought. I don't know.
And you know what, too? This would be a great time to explore some of our older videos. I think even though some of it is a little bit dated, the points that we make, I think, still hold. A lot of them are evergreen.
Yeah.
And I think the gameplay videos are kind of fun.
Personally, I think you should watch all of our videos back to back, no interruptions, and also all the ads that appear all the way through. But I mean, that's just me. Anyways, huge thank you to our patrons, Console Peasant, Eddie G, and now Edwin Felix, who are supporting us at the top tier Last Word. We've got iProfit, who is supporting us at the Your Message Here tier. We've got Sean Farrell, Lane, and Daniel Simonson, who are all supporting us on the credited level. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.